So this is my Formula 1 qualifying review and my race prediction for tonight's Formula 1 Grand Prix, which takes place at 6 p.m. Due to obviously thunderstorms in Miami, so it's been brought forward 3 hours. So instead of being 9 p.m, it's now 6 p.m. And but obviously, a sensational lap time from Kimi Antonelli, who went into the 1:27.798 in qualifying 3. Absolute sensational lap time. I don't think anyone was ever beaten that lap time, to be honest with you. Even Max Verstappen, who's now looking to be on the comeback already this season. Max Verstappen already making improvements. There's already improvements to that Red Bull car. Max Verstappen looks very happy again. Looks happy, looks confident. Started to grip of the car as well. And it's so refreshing to see Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap time as well, considering again he has the fourth quickest car done into this season. And what Max Verstappen does with that car, it's really is GOAT status for me. Really is GOAT status. And I don't see any other driver on this grid doing that lap time Max Verstappen did with that car, in my opinion, which just shows why Max Verstappen sometimes is obviously in the conversation for the greatest of all time debate. Obviously, I don't think he is, but he is in that debate, Max Verstappen. And but Max Verstappen was only beaten by a sensational lap time by Kimi Antonelli. Again, Kimi Antonelli suiting this circuit perfectly well with them short corners as well. Absolutely brutal drive in the short corners is Kimi Antonelli, especially into turn 1 on that lap time as well. Perfect, pitch perfect from Kimi Antonelli into turn 1, and I think that was the T1. That's what got him that pole position for me. Max Verstappen in second, Charles Leclerc, again not a bad lap time from Charles Leclerc in third, but again Ferrari should really be doing better when they bought the most upgrades. Lando Norris in 4th, Piastri in 7th, obviously the two McLarens, obviously completely different setup to the sprint, where it was a sprint 1-2 victory for McLaren. Lando Norris winning the sprint race, Piastri in 2nd. I don't know what happened this time. I think it is completely different setups from the sprint to the actual qualifying. And George Russell again continues to struggle. I think George Russell needs to figure out why is he 0.3 behind Kimi Antonelli? Why is the young talent that is Kimi Antonelli keep outperforming George Russell? Well, we all thought George Russell was going to win this F1 World Championship this year, but at the moment it's looking very peaked for him. And Kimi Antonelli has the potential to run away with this championship, Kimi Antonelli at the moment. So George Russell needs to figure out why is he slower than Kimi Antonelli. And or is it because George Russell just does not suit these regulations at all? Lewis Hamilton qualified in 6th. He was a mile off though. He was a mile off, 0.5. 0.5 these days is a mile off, isn't it? At the end of the day. And Hamilton complaining about the upgrades not working. Well, where have we heard that before with Ferrari? Ferrari always seems to bring upgrades and they never seem to work for them. And but a bit similar to sprint qualifying, another solid qualifying showing from Alpine, Pinto and Napier, that's in 10th. So a good qualifying session from them to have both of them in qualifying 3. And Isaac Hadjar obviously qualified in P9. But I think Isaac Hadjar is currently... I don't know what's happened, but I saw it last night that Isaac Hadjar could be under investigation. So he may drop out of that top 10, but we'll wait and see. But in terms of my race prediction then, I have done for Kimi Antonelli to still win the Grand Prix. As much Max Verstappen's on the front row, as much Kimi Antonelli does have a bad start, to the race, which is his only weakness for me. He just seems to have a poor start, Kimi Antonelli. So I actually do think Max Verstappen may actually may be in the lead into turn 1. But I think it's a long race, isn't it? It's a long race at the end of the day, and I think Terry Anthony will soon catch up with Max Verstappen, just because he's got the quicker car, and I think Terry Anthony will still win the race comfortably in the end, despite he may drop down a few places, in my opinion. And I think Max Verstappen is going to be in for a good Grand Prix, a good weekend for me. Starting on front row, and I think he'll finish on the front row. I think he'll finish in second place, and I think that'll be an absolute superb weekend for Max Verstappen and Red Bull. I think Lando Norris will finish on the podium in third. Lando Norris does seem to like it, doesn't he, around Miami? Same with Oscar Piastri. I do think McLaren will get their act together in the race. I think Norris will finish third. I think Piastri will move up a few places up to fourth. I think Charles Leclerc, the thing with Charles Leclerc is, I think Charles Leclerc will start well. He will start Grand Prix well, because it's so rapid off the line, Ferrari, but we know what's going to happen during the race. They'll end up fucking the strategy up once again, and I think that's where I think Charles Leclerc will drop down to fifth. I think George Russell's done a struggle then. I think George Russell's always struggled though, hasn't he? He's always struggled around Miami. In the ground effect, he always struggled around Miami. So I think George Russell will actually finish 6th. I think Lewis Hamilton will finish 7th. I think Hamilton will still be far away. Will still be far behind the drivers who are put to finish above him, in my opinion. I think Isaac Hadjar will finish in 8th place. More points for Red Bull and Isaac Hadjar, and I think it will be a top 10 finish for both Alpine drivers, and I think Perdazi will finish above Toro Pinto, but I think both drivers will get in the points as well, which will be a solid weekend for Alpine, and I do think Alpine will once then get in the points. So that is my Formula 1 my Formula 1 Miami Grand Prix qualifying review and my race prediction for today at 6 PM. Feel free to leave your thoughts and predictions down below, and I should be back with the review tomorrow.